ShartimusPrime, ShartimusPrime. Reading comics, toys are hella sick, hella whacking it. Taking bad hits, taking bad shit. Subscribe.
Like, oh, it was kind of a buff J. Jonah Jameson.
Hey, what's up you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another Marvel Legends action figure review on the Marvel Legends Spider-Man Vintage Collection Retro Black Cat. If you're trying to get your Marvel Legends, you can do so at
Search your feelings, you know it be true.
Darkside Toys is a store for you. Link below.
And while you're down there, please go ahead and hit that like button and hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell. And a big shout out to Bugnice10 for helping me get these two latest vintage collection figures. If you haven't subscribed to his channel and you want to check out some awesome articulated comic book art, check him out. Link in the description below. And I like the card over here. Again, as always, I do think this looks cool, but I'm just not that thrilled for this figure. You can see in multiple languages, it says includes cat and whip. And then on the back right here, there's a read it. If you want to read it, go ahead and pause it right now. There's Black Cat in the blue, and then nothing on the side, top, or bottom. So let's get to it and crack this thing open. So here are all the accessories that we get for Black Cat. Not too much. We get the Black Cat right over there, and then we get this whip and a bonus coffee stain. And to bring in some size comparisons with this kitty right here, you could see an Ant-Man movie ant, or I guess that's Antony, or you could see one of Squirrel Girl's squirrels right there. I mean, that just really does not scale well at all. And then we actually have a Goose figure right here, or figurine, and these, you know, are about the same size, so that kind of works. And this kitty looks so cute. I love those green eyes. That's adorable. And I like the black paint right there too, and it's all sculpted out very well. Nice fur throughout. Very cute looking little kitty. So yeah, I love those little paws right there. So that looks really good. And a little fluffy tail at the bottom. So yeah, this thing is very cute. And then looking at the whip, it's the same one that we'd seen from the first version of this Black Cat figure. You can see though this time that they've painted the line white instead of it being black, which doesn't make sense to me, especially if she's using this to go from rooftop to rooftop, and you know, enemies are going to be able to see this and break it. But you know, it looks like some nice looking rope and nice silver paint apps right over here. And the first version again is just all black until you get to the end right over here. So I find it funny that with all of the vintage collection figures that have come out for Spider-Man cartoon themed packaging, every single one has been more comic book based, but this one, this character right here is the first one to actually have the cartoon themed design in the character. And I wonder why, huh? They had to switch it over to more friendly version world. But anyway, you can see the head sculpt right over here. It's the same as the Jean Grey or Phoenix head sculpt. This is actually not the Jean Grey head sculpt. They have slightly different noses, as you can see right over here. The Jean Grey head sculpt has a slightly more aquiline nose, but it is the Ms. Marvel head sculpt. So they do have the same nose over here. It's just, what a wonder what paint work can do, right? I mean, just really on this Black Cat figure, just looks so much better. But and then just to do a comparison with the original version of this figure, you could see that definitely different face sculpt over here, and we get blue highlights as opposed to the gray speckled paint mixed in here with the hair. You know, I prefer the blue, but this isn't bad. I'm not going to dock it. You know, it doesn't lose points for me right here with the gray. But I do like how the paint apps came on the face, aside from this one speck right over here. Oh, that bummed me out so bad. I may just touch that up though with a pen, so it should be easy. I don't know. I do have acrylic paint as well. I gotta say, this purple blush around the eyes looks really good. I really like that fine paint, so that looks really nice to me. I like that, and the mouth looks really good right over there. Just to look at the back of the head right here, you can see the hair. So, you know, they didn't cheap out on the back. We get the paint apps over there. We get the same collar or choker that we'd seen on the Hellfire Club figures. Now, while I'm bummed out about the lack of exposed chesticles over here, I gotta say I do like the solid matte finish that we're getting on this newer figure compared to the glossy finish right here. You know, having a little bit less hot spots on the figure is just a little bit better for photography, so I do appreciate that. Legs look really good. Again, I love this Moonstone body mold. This is fantastic. Then the boots right over here are the same. You know, I figure I might as well compare since I have the figure around, but we get the different feet. And yeah, that makes a big difference as far as posing around goes. So she is definitely easier to pose, and she does stand a whole lot better than the other version. If you haven't seen my review of this Black Cat figure, I highly recommend you check it out. I will have a card thingy right over there for that. But the articulation is pretty much the same as it is on this figure right over here. But I do want to compare the head articulation, as this one does pop off fairly easy when you turn it side to side, and it doesn't really move up and down so much. However, with this one right here, you do get a lot more head movement side to side and pivoting, and the head will move up just a tiny bit, and down just a little bit. It's on that same ball peg, so you know the range of motion here is limited, but it is definitely better than this one right here. And then the ankles of course move down and up, and she has beautiful ankle pivot, as opposed to this one having kind of a weird, more of a 45-degree ankle pivot over here that always kind of bothers me some, plus the heels make her hard to stand. Now to measure out the height of this black cat figure, you can see that she is standing right at about 6 inches tall. And then for your black cat comparison, we have our vintage collection black cat next to the Ultimate Green Goblin Build-A-Figure Waves black cat right here. And between the two of these, I mean, dude, this one just wins it by far, right? It just looks a whole lot cooler. No, am I the only one? I like this one a whole lot more. I initially wanted to do some head swaps with these, and I'm gonna do it, but I know I'm not gonna be happy because the colors are not gonna match. Kind of took a lot to smush the head down on this one right over here. You can see the neck is a little bit longer over here on the one on the left, so yeah, they don't match perfectly, but it kind of works. I don't know, it just kind of doesn't look right to me. And then for another black cat comparison, we have our new vintage collection black cat next to the Marvel Select black cat with the Chimbomba Rotondondas. Then here's the new black cat figure next to the Ms. Marvel figure, and you can see same head sculpts, basically same body mold as well. And then here's our new vintage collection black cat figure next to the vintage collection Spider-Man. And then here's black cat next to a couple other women of Spider-Man figures. We have Mary Jane and Gwen Stacy, and all really pretty head sculpts right over here. I mean, Hasbro's done a fantastic job painting the faces. I mean, except for that dot right there. And then here's black cat next to a couple other vintage collection figures that I recently reviewed. We have the Negative Zone suit Spider-Man and J. Jonah Jameson with custom cigar. And then here's the black cat figure next to your average 6-inch scale figure. We have the Marvel Legends Big Time Badass Spider-Man. Okay, not as exposed as I'm used to, but you know, you're still pretty hot, you know? Just got your round parts over there, round parts down there. Whoa! What's that thing on your face? Oh, a dot! So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please go ahead and hit that like button and hit that subscribe button, as well as the notification bell. And a big extra thanks to all the people that support this channel via Patreon. If you're interested in supporting this channel and helping make it grow, well, check it out. You get some perks. Link in the description below. This figure is just something I just really did not need. I did pick this up just really to review for you guys, and I really just don't have a personal interest in having this figure, not just because of the lack of cleavage, but I don't know, it's just not enough over here to surpass the black cat figure I already have in my collection. I just like a lot of other things aside from the cleavage thing, you know what I mean? Like the color blue, it's just a cooler looking figure to me. So I like that one a lot more so than this one. However, I do understand that it's not a bad looking figure. It's not really a good enough reason to just hate on the figure only for that. You know, I do like the paint apps on the face except for the stupid dot thing, but like it's not a bad looking figure, just a figure I just don't particularly need. And at the price point of around $25, I'm going to give this black cat figure a Sud rating of meh. And I'd like to know what you guys think. I'm pretty sure I'm just keeping this figure for size comparisons in the future and an easily accessible black cat figure to pose around. But, you know, other than that, I really, you know, don't necessarily need it. But it'll be around. Anyway, I want to know what you guys think. Let me know in the comment section below. If you want to see the latest in Marvel news, be sure to check out marvelousnews.com. And don't forget to follow me over on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, and Stardust. And I will catch you guys later. Peace.
Posing action figures, I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures every day. I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures, it's okay.
That'd be great.
All right.
That's crispy.
Hey, new ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't.
Your face, your face,